What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I am very excited to bring you guys some of the first ever Call of Duty Infinite Warfare multiplayer gameplay here on YouTube. I consider myself incredibly fortunate to be invited out to COD XP to be able to check out this game early, record it, and bring you guys this video here on YouTube. So thank you so much to Activision Infinity Ward for that invite, and I hope you guys enjoy all of the videos that I'm going to have going up today and the rest of this weekend, and probably next week too. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, but in this first video, I just want to kind of sit down, talk with you guys, give you guys my first impressions, kind of my initial reaction to it. I just got back to the hotel room from playing it a couple of hours ago, and you know, kind of let you guys see the game for yourself, see a decent sized chunk gameplay. I can only show you guys 15 minutes from each map, so I'm going to try to keep most of these videos pretty short to be able to get the most information in possible, but I figured you guys want to know what I thought. Now, quickly, this gameplay right here is with the R3K. It's an assault rifle. It's a 3-round burst assault rifle. Kind of reminds me of something like the FAMAS or the M16 of the past. It's really good, highly accurate, and very deadly if you're accurate with it. And it's also an energy rifle, which is kind of interesting. The map we're playing on here is called Breakout. It actually takes place on Earth. So yes, they do have multiplayer maps on Earth. It's not all in space. And we're actually fighting in a maximum security prison on the side of a mountain, which is pretty cool. There's some nice views and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But anyway, let's talk about this game and what I thought about it. So in general, I think the game feels really good, all right? Now, obviously, there's something to be said for that honeymoon phase, and that's when, like, you pick up something new, and it's fresh, it's exciting, it's something different from the norm, so obviously, you're gonna like it at first. We go through this every single year with Call of Duty. Then over time, that feeling kind of starts to fade away. Some games, it fades away quicker than others, but over time, it becomes more dull. Like, you get used to it, it's not quite as exciting as it once was. People start to exploit certain things in the game and stuff like that, so it's always impossible to tell how long a game is going to be able to last when you first play it, because it's all new and exciting. But honestly, after playing this afternoon, I've got a good feeling about it. Like, I really enjoyed myself playing, and I can tell you guys that pretty much everybody else I talked to, all my friends and other YouTubers there, felt the same way. Like, the game feels good, and I was, like, honestly, I was kind of on edge. I wasn't sure what to expect because there's been so much doubt and, you know, so many naysayers, and just, like, there's this general hatred by this outspoken group on the internet that don't like the fact that it went to space, so I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be a bad game, and, you know, I mean, this is my hobby that I love, but it's also my livelihood. So I was a little bit nervous, like, what if this game sucks and I'm not going to have something to play and make videos on for the next year? But it's honestly really good. It was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. So in terms of movement, as expected, it's very, very similar to Black Ops 3. Like, you could put down Black Ops 3 and immediately pick up this game and feel right at home, like in terms of slides and thrusts and what you can and can't do in that sort of you know, area. I will say though, the thrust jumping almost seems a little bit less aggressive. I don't know. Like, it's hard to kind of pinpoint because I only played, like, I don't know, 10 games or something like that, but it almost felt like either it was less aggressive in terms of speed and height, or maybe the kind of like a boost bar ran out quicker. I'm not sure, but it didn't feel as important as it was in Black Ops 3. Like, there are definitely areas where wall running is beneficial. It can help you speed up. If you chain together movements like, you know, slides with wall runs and that sort of thing, it definitely helps you out. And there are some flanks where you can only wall run, like around the sides of buildings, above cliffs and stuff, but there were also a lot of spots where wall running didn't necessarily help you. Like, thrust jumping wasn't important, and moving from cover to cover and rock to rock was important, which is good. So it's, I don't know, I feel like it's like Black Ops 3, maybe even toned back a little bit more towards that boots on the ground gameplay. I'm not sure. Like I said, I only played a few games, but that was kind of the gist that I got. Now, in terms of weapons, this is something I can't really comment on too much because, again, I only played like 10 games, but it seemed pretty well balanced. There was nothing too far out of whack. ARs are definitely the way to go, as is with every Call of Duty game. SMGs are also really good if you play them right. LMGs were kind of good and bad. You know, some were decent, other ones not so much. Shotguns, I didn't really get around to, so I can't tell you guys about those. I didn't really mess with the snipers too much either, but I will say I was sitting next to Famaj, and he was going off. Obviously, he's a beast, but at the same time, I think he was really enjoying himself, so I'm assuming the sniper is going to be pretty good if you guys like to snipe out there. But yeah, everything kind of seemed in tune with what Call of Duty normally is. They do have some interesting stuff in there, like the AR sniper combo. You hold triangle to switch in between the modes, so you can have an AR that, you know, shoots full auto, or a sniper rifle, which is kind of cool. There's also an AR akimbo one where you rip your AR into two and you have akimbo pistols, which is pretty cool. One thing is that all energy weapons, which not all the weapons are energy weapons, but the energy weapons in the game all print ammo. So that's kind of useful. It's something that, you know, you might want to take one of those instead of using a point on scavenger, which is kind of cool. Next up, in terms of score streaks, didn't really mess around with these too much. I'll have a video out later talking about all the score streaks I saw in the game, but overall there was a good mix and some new stuff we hadn't seen before. In terms of created class, we're back to the pick 10 system. This time there are no wild cards, and unlike Call of Duty Ghosts, the perks are split up into 3 tiers. There's not that whole like 30 perk system, which was crazy back in Ghosts. Also, specialists kind of do make a return. They're called rigs, but this time around you pick your rig, and then that rig has one weapon and one ability essentially, which is kind of interesting. We'll go more into detail on that later. The maps were fun. In the keynote they had for us before we played the game, they said they really had 2 main things that they focused on these maps. One was kind of like, you know, fast time to combat, head-to-head combat, and then the other one was never before seen environments. And I think we saw that. I mean, right here you guys are seeing a prison on Earth, and then we also had one where it looked like it was a 1950s American town, but it was on a spaceship. We had another one where we were in something that looked like the International Space Station, another one where we're fighting on one of Jupiter's moons. I mean, there's so many crazy locations in this game. It's really cool. And overall, like I said, it felt good. I really liked it. Now, obviously, not everything's perfect, and if I was to give one big criticism to Infinity Ward, and I hope they're watching this video, it's that I think there's a little bit too much emphasis on the explosives. There are a lot of weird new explosives in terms of, you know, lethal grenades that are just a little bit too much. There's black hole grenades, which I'll show you guys later. There's a grenade that instead of having a normal frag, it kind of splits up into like 3 or 4 different frags, and it's a little bit too strong. There are grenades that run around on the ground and track you. There are grenades that fly through the air and can be detonated by command, and it's not that it's game breaking. It's not that it you know, kind of like makes the experience not fun, but at times it was a little bit frustrating. I felt like there was too much of an emphasis on explosives, and I feel like people are going to kind of abuse that when the game comes out and run like double tracker grenades and just constantly throw them off and have these little tracker spider drones following you around the map. So that's kind of my only thing I didn't really like so far, but obviously there are going to be more things that pop up once the public gets their hands on the game and they start finding out all the unfair, overpowered combos. So that's what I think so far. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later, and make sure you guys check out the other videos I'm uploading today and the rest of this weekend about Infinite Warfare. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.